The snake diet is hard, fasting is hard, we like to eat, we like food that tastes good and chewing it and swallowing it and eating it with other people. So how are you supposed to go 48, 72, 96 hours without eating? I'm going to tell you the magic formula right now. The hardest thing about fasting is dealing with the boredom. Normally, we don't eat because we're hungry, we eat because we're bored, we want to pass the time, and we want to do something differently than whatever it is we're doing. You're not really going to be hungry, you're just going to be bored. So the best way to combat this is to have a prepared list of things that you want to do while you're fasting. The way that I deal with this now is I have a few new hobbies. One of them is making and editing videos that I know that when I go on a fast, I'm going to have the entire day to work on those things. For you, it might be something else. You probably don't want to take on a hobby that's as time-consuming as making and uploading videos to YouTube, but I recommend that you set aside some time to work on whatever new hobby that you've probably been meaning to do for a long time but haven't actually done. The second way to mentally prepare yourself for doing the snake diet is to know ahead of time that you're going to be sleeping less. When you eat, your body releases insulin. Insulin makes you tired, so it's much easier to fall asleep. That's why you get a lot of people who are extremely overweight who also complain about being insomniacs. And they say that the reason that they've gained all the weight is because that's the only way that they can sleep, is by binging at night. So when you know going into the fast that you're going to be sleeping less, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to bed a little bit later and know that you're probably going to be waking up 2 to 3 hours earlier than you normally would. Now this ties into the other tip that I gave you earlier about having more time. Not only will you have more time because you haven't been eating anything, but you also won't be sleeping as much, so you'll have even more time. So it's very important to have lots of stuff to do while you are doing the snake diet. Now, let's talk about negative thoughts, right? Because when you start doing the snake diet, you're probably going to have some thoughts in your mind like, oh, maybe I could just do a 48-hour fast instead of a 72-hour fast. Or maybe I could just eat today because I need to do this thing tomorrow and I want to make sure that I have energy. Doesn't matter how long you've been fasting or how experienced you are with this, you're going to have these thoughts. Everybody, 100% of the people who do this will have those thoughts. So how do you deal with that? In my experience, the best way to do it is to publicly commit to doing however long this fast is that you want to do. If you don't want to tell your friends and family, you can post on Cole's group, you can post on Reddit, you can post on other Facebook groups, but just post somewhere and tell people that you're going to do it. Now this is all well and good, but what you also need to do is you need to post before and after pictures. Once again, speaking from personal experience, I've noticed that when I commit to creating a piece of content that is tracking the difference between my starting point and my ending point, I'm less likely to quit on whatever it is that I'm doing because I want to create that piece of content and I want to be able to show the entire process. So those were my 3 tips on how to mentally prepare for the snake diet. If you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, click that like button. If you have any tips of your own or you have a question about something that I've gone over in this video, leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more diet and health tips in the future, make sure you click that subscribe button. Peace.